It's a historic building here in Columbia.
Concord House in Columbia is more than just a condo building. It's where dozens of people and families
I lost my home. I lost everything.
Call home.
I'm staying at a hotel.
Last week, 2 owners of units inside the condominium
I've been an owner since June of 2016.
came forward with questions and concerns about the homes they'd been unable to live in.
We were told we had to be out by Monday at 12 o'clock.
All of their life's possessions trapped inside for more than 2 months.
And these are the notices, the evacuation letters on the door.
As a notice of asbestos cleanup was posted on the front door.
I sold a house because I was tired of doing yard work and windows, and I thought I was going to have a good retirement here where I didn't have to worry about all that. And it turns out I'm in worse shape now than had I stayed where I was.
Now, the Howard County Councilwoman who represents this condo building is also raising concerns.
They have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions.
Some concerns about Concord House and the level of asbestos found inside.
The county is currently looking into this.
Bring into question what year the building was truly constructed. Current property records like this from the state of Maryland say the primary structure of Concord House was built in 1982. But documents like this, pulled from Howard County Circuit Court this week, show 1982 was the year Concord House was declared a 92-unit condominium. Meanwhile, this site plan for a 92-unit building also along Green Mountain Circle and this lease agreement for a property named Concord House are both dated 1967, 6 years before the federal government took steps to regulate the use of asbestos.
Why is that 1982 date sitting there in the State Department of Assessments and Taxation records? If it was a mistake, why wasn't it ever rectified?
Maryland's Department of the Environment says it's aware of asbestos remediation happening at this location right now. But this state entity tells Fox 45 News it's also investigating previous asbestos remediation work in the building.
What will be the impact on the people who live there, who now may be fearful about more asbestos exposure? They may be fearful about more water damage.
Last Friday, American Community Management shared this statement saying it was working to have units cleaned and tested, sending weekly updates to residents, and that it would be welcoming some residents back the following day.
They should be absolutely on top of their game right now. That's what you would expect from a company that is managing a condominium building that is in the midst of asbestos abatement.
This is Amy Simpson calling back from Fox 45 in Baltimore.
In our attempts this week to interview the building's manager and president of the condo board, we were directed back to American Community Management. Fox 45 News sent questions to both the property management company and the president of the condo board, asking things like, what year was Concord House originally built? When was asbestos first identified inside and by who? Why were residents not notified of asbestos until October 8th? And when did previous asbestos remediation take place at Concord House? Not a single question was answered.
I just want to know when I can get back into my home.
Instead, in a statement, American Community Management and the Concord House Board says it's working on getting residents back into their units. Several floors returned earlier this week, and several more floors have re-entry dates within the week.
I have been in a hotel all this time. I have maxed out my charge card. I've gone through my savings, and there is no end in sight.